what we're going to do, we're just going to go through all of the events for Vanna, and then we're going to do it the same with Remy, same with Bryce, all of that. So we're going to skip all of this because, yes, skip ahead, because we don't need any of this. And then all of that's really good stuff. And then what we're going to do, we're going to meet up with Bryce, because why the hell not? Because just for reasons. Yes. Skip. Okay, so that ends. Perfect. Good. Now, and then, yeah, really good. Okay, we've skipped that night. Now, yes. And immediately skip all of this sort of stuff. Okay, so we're going to Tatsu Park. Look at the map. Tatsu ran it for you. Open the hatch. So, second button. First button. And counterclockwise. And then that should open it up. Okay, go back. Now, what we need to do is we'll look at the map. Go to the political district. See if we find anything there. Oh, new character. Sorry about that. Are you alright? Besides being a little dirtier than before, I think so. I should really be looking where I'm going. Sometimes I get lost in my thoughts, Hey, I think you dropped this. Oh, thank you. Ghost stories, huh? Yep. I probably should go before the bookstore closes. Bye. Okay. New person. Go back. Stop searching the park. Tis but a flesh wound. Okay. We didn't exactly visit the library before, so we may just check there. Oh, yeah, we've already seen this bit. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Now, we've made sure that what's her name is alive. So Anna's alive. That's an important thing, because I'm guessing if you want to have a good ending, you want her to be around or something. Okay. The bad thing about most of this is that Sebastian is killed. I don't really know how to prevent that. Spend some time with Bryce. Skip this bit because we know what happens here. Okay, so pretty much yes. Skip it. Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, we've made it so that that Damien is the one who's found. So yeah, okay, so we've made it so that Anna's alive. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm fine. Okay, let's just all of this out of the way. Come on. Skip. Visit the store. Okay, we've done this before, so we can just skip most of this. Stay inside, call the police. Visit the police archives, see if there's something there. Ah, it's an older gentleman. I should give this guy the Sean Connery accent. Can I help you? I certainly hope so. I'm in a little conundrum. My cart seems to be stuck. I can see that. I'm Katsuhira, by the way. Local ice cream vendor. Steven, you've probably heard about me now. Of course.
In any case, do you think you could spare some time and help me out? It might just take a while, so I hope you're not in a rush.
Sure, help him out.
Thank you.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
The card is perfect.
Sorry. Is that your sign? Should I start pulling now?
Do it now. What are you waiting for? Do it already.
I pulled harder, but I mustered all the strength before I pulled hard as I possibly can.
Yes, do it.
Uh-oh. Hey, we did it.
Yeah, good job.
Do you want me to call someone? Call some help?
No, just need rest. Just need some rest. Maybe some ice cream. Yes, I'll have some ice cream, babe. And I'll be better in no time.
That must be some pretty good ice cream.
Oh, you have no idea. You must have heard people talking about wonderful, unique ice cream experience.
Actually, not really.
Ah, well, my manners, I haven't even properly thanked you yet.
It's no problem.
I insist I won't be in debt for you helping me.
What are you planning?
You are hereby invited to join me for ice cream. As an ambassador, you owe it to yourself and humanity to try.
Maybe I do.
Well, I must get going now. Here's my number. I'll get you some ice cream some other time.
Thanks.
You helped Kasura. How nice of you.
A tourist. Okay, whatever that means. Phew, it's better. Do I have anything? Let's see. Okay. I think. No.
Sebat.
No.
Self-voicing disabled.
Far out. I hate that. Okay, I think we've pretty much covered all of this. Okay, let's meet Anna with the third time. This is going to be interesting because we've never gone the third time. Ho 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 ho. There you are. I was wondering when you even show up.
I'm an honorable person.
Good for you, and for me, as it turns out. Follow me, please. Testing time. Oh no. So what exactly is this room? This is our testing room for research on live subjects. And what exactly do you test here? You'll see that soon enough. I intend to use the facility to its fullest potential. I see. Let's start with this one. What's that? I can get a good look on your bone structure, muscle groups, and organs with this for finer details, and we'll need a different machine. Would you please lie down here? Of course. Before we start, can I ask you about your qualifications? You can trust me, I'm a doctor.
What kind of doctor?
Well, a doctor of pharmacy is the only title I currently hold, but I know how to operate the machinery. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence. You think I let an opportunity like this go to waste by not doing my own research? I'll have you know that I'm qualified to perform these tests, if you say so. Now, please try not to move while this is running. How long will that be? Good question. I suppose we'll see soon enough. And what do we do now? Just wait till it's over? What do you want me to do? Dance for you so you don't get bored? What does a dancing dragon look like anyway? Is that your scientific curiosity shining through? I can't approve of that. You didn't answer my question. I'm not going to show you. If you're curious, you might answer that at the seedier parts of town. Your town has seedy parts? Oh, there's a lot you haven't seen. You know, when I heard something happen at the facility, I thought it might have been you. Is that? Oh, sorry. It's quite something, isn't it? You know, if I stayed as late as I used, I might have been me instead of Damien. It's only because you told me not to stay late so often that I wasn't there that night. Still, somebody died. I'm not crying over that. Oh, ho, 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 she's not a girl. Alright, can you move again? Does that mean I'm done? That's a good one. That's a good one. We're just getting started. What about the results? Don't hold your breath. It'll be processing for some time. The resulting data will be so vast that I'll probably end up studying it for days. Let's collect some samples. Where should I start?
Wherever you like.
Show me your claws. You mean my fingernails in that case? I suppose you're right. That would be insulting if I called those little things claws. They probably break off before you could make use of them in any practical way.
Just one more way nature gives us a short end of the stick.
So which part would be fine for me to cut off?
Take a piece of the white part. The rest you see is the finger attached.
Hold still then.
Don't cut off too much.
Ah, my finger, gosh, done. No, I'm joking. Don't worry. I only need enough to put under a microscope. There. That wasn't so bad. Do you want me to put a bandage on your little boo-boo?
Whatever.
I guess with the right training, I can make something out of you after all.
And what now?
Now, I'll go put it right under the microscope. Let's see.
Putting your fingernail under the microscope is something we used to do in middle school.
Quiet, please. There's a scientist at work here.
Okay.
The structure looks kind of like keratin.
I could have told you that.
Well, good thing you didn't, because that might have saved us some time. Of course, we can't have that, right? Keratin is a substance that forms claws on us dragons, and most of us animals here. At least as far as some mammals, reptiles, and birds are concerned. So, okay, so why would you retain the structure but not do anything useful with it is beyond me.
It gets better. They grow continuously, so they need to be cut regularly.
What happens if you don't cut them?
They just keep growing.
How much can they really grow?
Pretty much indefinitely.
Do they get thicker at least, or what else happens when they grow?
They just get longer.
What a hassle.
So how long are you planning to keep me here?
Getting impatient, are we?
I'm just saying, our day didn't take that long. Didn't take that long, and you mentioned you already have a few days worth of data from that machine.
Well, we never specified any terms, and I set out our date until it was officially over. This will certainly go by much quicker if you can show a little patience.
I'll shut up then.
Thank you. By the way, how do you feel about needles?
Go ahead and poke one right into me.
I'm joking. Okay, I'll make the most of it then. You'll need to remove some layers for the next part.
What are you going to do?
These are some electrodes, and also measure your brain activities and I'll also measure your brain activity with one of those helmets.
Alright.
There you go. What is it now?
Nothing. It's all good.
If you say so. This will also take a while. I want to have a good reference to see how your rates change. Your head shape is a little different from ours, but I think this one should do the trick. Perfect. Just as if it was made for you.
I'm not sure of that. By the way, how can you even be sure that your machinery will have no adverse effects on me?
I suppose I can.
That's mildly unsettling.
Your physiology is similar enough to ours. There shouldn't be any problems.
I see.
Now I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
What's this, a polygraphy test?
No, this is just something completely different. I'm also measuring your brain activity here. Besides, I really don't care about truthfulness of your answers. Rather, this is just to establish your natural highs and lows of values I'm measuring.
Go ahead then. Ask me any questions.
Let's start with the easy one.
Just say no to the following 3 questions. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. No. I set myself up for that one, didn't I? You sure did. Ho 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 ho. The questions start now. Are you human? No. I see. Is your favorite color red? No. Interesting. Have you been convicted of any crime? No. I see. Now we get to the real part. You can answer the following questions however you like. Got it. Did it make you uneasy when you had to answer the questions negatively? Not really. I see. Interesting. You have taken have you taken a liking to anyone since you arrived? Oh, yes. I see. Did you have any unaltered motives when you came to our world, or is it as simply as we led to believe? There are no ulterior motives. I see. That is all for the test. You can take off the helmet. I'll take care of the electrodes. This kind of seems like an interrogation. I want you to keep it simple by asking questions that you could get a reaction. I see. It's kind of a shame that you lack additional subjects for this subject. It means those results might not be very useful to us. We'd probably need a few more humans. Then why do them in the first place? The data is still useful, just not as useful as it could be. And besides, I told you, I did tell you I make the most of this room. Well, what's next? I'm not sure. Do I want to get close enough to examine the mucosa or orifice? There's only one person in the room who can answer that question. I guess so. We quarantined Reza when he initially arrived here, but skipped the procedure with you. After examining Reza, we didn't think humans by themselves posed any danger. Nevertheless, who knows what kind of illness and bacteria you might be housing in an alternate house. I'm not taking that risk without full protective suit. Does that mean your procedures are going to get a lot more invasive? No, I'm not in the mood to put on the suit and sterilize the whole room. To be fair, I haven't heard of anyone who I've been in contact get any strange disease thus far. Sure, but then I had to ask if any of those actually got close enough to you. As in, intimately close to you. Ho 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 ho. Not orifice examinations, then. For the next part, we'll actually have to go outside. Sounds like fun. Depends. Here's the strap for your arm. What's this? Handheld monitor. I want to measure how you perform during exercise. Awesome. At least we found something you like. Shall we go then? Sure thing. Let us move to the stars and the heavens above. Okay, that's a little too much there. And now? Take one lap around the block and I'll be waiting for you here. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, but try not to stop until you get back here. I'll be monitoring you so I know if you're trying to do anything fishy. Piece of cake. Easier said than done, Stefan. I will be watching you. Anyway, you can start whenever the monitor should take over the rest. I'm joking. Try to keep constant speed. I started light jog. Soon I was outside the gate and around the corner I was met with an unexpected surprise. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Remy. Long time no see. Indeed. I'm just getting some fresh air, I see. Yeah. You know, if you want to come by and visit the library, or you need to know anything, feel free to ask. I will, thanks. My pleasure. Afterwards, I finished coming back from running the block. I suppose that was too much to ask for a lap without any breaks. Maybe I shouldn't have expected you to be as fit as we are. I got distracted on the way. How so? Did you How so? Did you stop and smell some flowers? I met Remy. Remy. Oh, I wouldn't mind if that... Oh my goodness, she's got a foul mouth. Kick the bucket too. What do you have against him? He's such a self-righteous do-gooder who can't help but stick his nose where it doesn't belong. I don't care where he does it, as long as he doesn't mess with me. But he does mess with me, so I do care. Anyways, I've got your daughter, so we can head back inside it if you're not too exhausted to walk. Of course. Inside! Okay. Looking at the data, it's kind of hard to evaluate without having any reference points. How much exercise do you usually get? A little. I see. You sure get to ask me a lot of questions here. Oh, just part of the tests. Though I think those were tests. I think those were all the tests I needed to run on you for today. Does that mean we're done here? Some of the data from the scanning machine has been processed. We can look at it. We can look at some of the pretty pictures of you. Why don't print them and get them framed? Or still, sell prints and I could make a bank doing that. Thanks for the idea. Wouldn't I deserve any royalties from that? Sorry, no such written agreement exists. Oh, right. Totally forgot that you're a mammal. To encounter an intelligent mammal, of all things, well, reasonably intelligent at the very least. Why is that surprising to you? You already have myths about humans. Myths are myths. Having you here in flesh and blood is an entirely different thing. It's not like I could use our myths to scan like this one. It just seems funny to me. Do you nurse your younger from your teats as well? We do. Hold on. We do. But guess what? It's the male. It's the female, I mean, that does that job. Not the male. Female. Let me study your muscle groups for a bit. Do you want me to take my clothes off again? I meant the pictures. Oh, I see. I see. You can stay a bit longer if you have any questions. Okay. While I continued sitting on the bed, she went up to her table and started looking at the scans of the muscle groups. As we talked, her eyes never left the screen. Some of these structures are fairly similar, found in Damien's kind. I'm not surprised, his stature was similar enough. True, now shut up, let me concentrate. Does that approach ever work? What are you talking about? You're being that rude to everyone. Sorry. You apologize, that's a new one. I don't want to make any excuses, but with a high pressure job like mine, I don't really like to get out and socialize much. Add some deteriorating circumstance to that, and you get my life. Don't you have any friends? Not really. If you keep skipping grades like I did on a fast track in university, you wouldn't really have any time to make or keep any friends either. I think the last time I had a real friend was more than a decade ago. Really? What happened? Well, flashback time. We went to the same class for a while. I ended up skipping the grade after that year. She found new friends I didn't. We still met, but those visits became less and less frequent as time went on. I was around 10 years old when her parents prompted me to visit her. She was in the hospital. Apparently she had been for some time already. I didn't know because I hadn't seen her in quite a while. She had contracted some sort of degenerative she had contracted some degenerative disease that caused her to gradually lose control of her muscles. Her case was particularly bad. She was already paralyzed from the neck down by the time I visited her. When I entered the room, I couldn't even pretend to be her friend. Lying in bed was a crude image of her former self. It was as if she was already dead. I couldn't bear to see her like this. It scared me. I didn't stay long. Seeing her like that I just told myself I never wanted to end up like her, dying slowly, painfully, and alone. That was the last time I saw her. She died a few weeks later. And that's why you became a scientist. Not really. I became a scientist. That's apparently what I'm good at. It doesn't make my work any less more important, though. Just from what I did here today, we might make a few breakthroughs in several areas. Really? You're completely different, yet stable evolutionary line. There are some things yet that are similar to our bodies, and others that are completely different. Anything is different, and works can tell us something new about biology. All various species have their own challenges and diseases. It will come handy somewhere for sure. And you're doing all that because of your pure, unselfish heart? Not really, but if I do brunt of the work, then I deserve to have my name on it. I guess so. Well, I think that's it for the day. You can go if you like. Sure, thanks for having me. My pleasure. We can always get together. Is there even anything less to test? Well, I have plenty of data for a while, so I guess we'll have to find something else to do. I see. Well, I'll have to leave you to work then. Well, that went okay, I guess. I don't know, but... Okay. I'll meet with Bryce, because we actually haven't met with Bryce the third time, I don't believe. Oh. Turn the lights down to very low. Here we go. No, I'm joking. There you are, Steven. Seems like you're the last one. I thought I was on time. Oh, you are. It's just everyone always gets excited about this, that they come a little earlier. I thought it was strange how late you're holding this little get-together anyway. Oh, I think that was my turn to speak. It's simple, really. Now we get this beach all to ourselves. Before you go meet in the office, I should probably warn you. What is it? There's someone here you probably not approve of. And who may that be? Maverick. Why is he here? All things considered, I think it's better for him to be here where I can watch him than if I was out doing you know what. You know what I mean. Besides, if I invite you and not him, I'm sure how he would react. He's always come to my barbecues before. Plus, maybe if I talk to him, I can find out what he's up to. Does he know that I'm here? Yes, and he assured me that he'd keep his peace. Can you do the same? No problem. Thanks. I appreciate that. Let's just hope there won't be any incidents. Alright, let's go meet the others. As we walked a few paces, I saw some familiar faces. Usually there'd be more people here, but everything else that's going on, some of us at the department couldn't get any time off. Hey, everyone, guess who's finally here? You may remember the song of the waiter from the bar. Hello, Stefan. Hey. Is that you, Sebastian? What are you talking about? Sorry, I didn't recognize you without your little cap on. That's a good one. Oh, you're bringing out the jokes. Let's see how long you're gonna last in this company. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Maverick. Alright, let's get this barbecue started. I don't see the grill or anything. And where's the firewood? You'll see the pile of stones over there. That's our grill. And the firewood, well, we don't need any of that. I see. Because they're all fire. So, who shall light the fire? I could make my own this time. Very subtle, Sebastian. No need to be subtle about it, Zong. Your fire stunk up the whole area last year, and you made everything taste weird. I didn't notice a difference. Yeah, because everything tastes the same to you, Maverick. I told you I had the flu. I'm pretty sure you gave us more than the fire. I think some of us got your spit in there as well, too. Yes, because of the flu. Everything was congested, so I was hard to get anything out at all. You're not making this any better. Excuses. I'm just telling you. Besides, I'm just telling you. Besides, it wasn't even my idea to light the fire. You were like, Zong never lit the fire. He should do it. Don't blame me if you didn't get what you wanted. Yeah, we learned our lesson. Zong, no, not even once. Okay, you wouldn't even be complaining so much about it if it wasn't for the flu I had. Maybe I should light again this time just to prove you wrong. No, thanks. Last year was bad enough. Why don't you do it this year, Bryce? I'm not sure I'm feeling up to the task. Why doesn't Stephen do it? That's an idea. Yes, let Stephen do it. It seems we have a unanimous decision here. Go ahead, Stephen, show us what you got.
Suddenly they looked at me, clearly expecting me to light fire for them. I don't want to disappoint you though, but... Okay guys, I get it. Joke's on me.
You should have seen your face.
Yeah, it was great. Don't pay any head to them. They're always like this. Yeah, I noticed. Seriously though, who's gonna light the fire?
You really want to do it, don't you, Zeb?
Is it that obvious?
Just go ahead, then. We already agreed Zong is not doing it.
Hey, I told you, and I can prove it, and I can prove you wrong this time.
Yeah, let's not ruin our barbecue 2 years in a row.
Maybe next year.
I don't feel up for it this year, and Maverick's saying he probably shouldn't either. I'd rather not run the risk of anything. I could hit you anytime. Sure, but we just want to have a barbecue, not set a whole beach on fire. Besides, Sebastian's fire always makes food so crisp and smoky. I like that. Any objections? No. Me neither. Master of the ceremony, would you like to light the fire, please?
It's not an easy job, but someone's got to do it. Sebastian went up to a small bed of stones and prepared. Since he turned his back towards, I couldn't exactly see, but in a few seconds later, he started the fire burning among the stones.
Well, there we go. Well done, Sebastian.
My pleasure.
Alright, everybody. Pick your poison.
Wait, what?
Just get you up to speed, Steven. We've got pretty much everything here you could ask for. Of course, we have the varieties of meat, but we also have some vegetables, cheese, and if you're into that sort of thing. We even got some alky stuff if we want to bring for Naomi. One of the girls at the department, but she couldn't come tonight. Just help yourself, and I'll throw it on the fire. Sebastian always gets some veggies in with his meat, whereas Zong goes completely crazy over all the cheese stuff. Now that I think of it, maybe it was just the damn cheese that made everything so bad last time. Oh, shut up, Zong. Oh, shut up.
Or else I'll force feed you some of it.
No thanks. Keep your cheese. No thanks. Keep your cheese to yourself, please. Where was I? Alright, I was going for the meat. Personally, I said the alky normally for Naomi. She likes the stuff, but she's the only one of the water kinds, so not a surprise. I tried it myself once,
I tried it myself once. Not really my kind of thing, but feel free to take some if you want to. And then there's Maverick. He's just eating whatever he can into his muzzle. A few years ago, a sandstone managed to hide between some of the slabs of meat. When he got it, he didn't even notice. He just kept on munching. Yeah, but that was Bryce cooking, so I couldn't tell the difference. Why, you... All of us just made our selection and put it on the fire. We sat in a circle around it. Of course, Bryce made sure that Maverick and I weren't sitting next to each other. So, Bryce, how's that stint with Amira going for you? It's weird, I'm not really doing anything. I just follow around, stand guard in her office. But what's worse, I think I found out why she wanted me to do the whole thing in the first place. Oh, do enlighten us. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Nah, you definitely have to see it. Alright. The real reason why she wants me around her so much is that she totally has the hots for me. Oh, come on. Seriously? You wish. You all know what it's like in public, right? But as soon as it's only to us two in the room, she totally is a different person. It's unreal. I mean, I believe that she's a different person in private, but still. Of course, Bryce. When you make up a story, just going out with a high-ranking politician isn't enough. Obviously, she can't resist you in manly allure. But it's true, I'm not even interested in her. For one, she's really not my type, and regardless if it's her public or private persona, her personality really sucks. What was that about sucking? Oh, shut up. If no one wants to believe it, I'll just stop before I get... I can confirm that she does act like a totally different person when she doesn't think she's being watched by the general public. Interesting. Okay, Bryce, why don't you tell us more? What exactly does she like about you? What's not to like about me? We get it, Bryce. Let's just change the subject. It's true, I swear. Then give us some more details. What is she like in private? It all started innocently enough, but as I told you, when I was alone, she started to get kind of weird after a while. She wasn't remotely subtle about it either. Once even the words cavity search came up from her mind you, not me. Oh, come on. I can't even listen to this anymore. And then later she suddenly like, oh, my back is so stiff. Would you mind giving it a massage? You look like you have the proper strength to give me a good one. It's like she wasn't even trying to hide it. Did you give it to her? Of course not. I told her I'm not good with massages. That's the truth. Who would have thought, though? Do you really believe him, Sev? I'm not judging. I'm just listening. Amira wanting you to give her a massage hardly constitutes having the hots for her, for you, though. I'm not even done yet. Well, I'm done with this. Earlier today, she told me how nice it would be for a child to grow up with two leaders for parents. Actually, I don't even think Bryce could come up with that one on his own. I'm not buying it. Hey, at least you believe me, right, Stefan? I do. I totally can picture Mira being like that. I see, told you. If Stephen believes me, it must be true. I can't argue with that logic. Maybe it's just the alcohol talking. I didn't even have any yet. Sure, but with as much as you drink, your blood is at least 10% beer by now. I bet you can't even get completely sober anymore. Anyway, what do you think I should do about her? Nothing, because you totally made up the whole thing in the first place. I don't do anything, I'd probably end up having to marry her or something. And at that point, your story would actually be credible.
Why don't you just tell her to stop? It's not that easy, considering our positions. Even though I'm the chief, there's nothing I can do to prevent her from pulling off this case and making her into my personal bodyguard. If I tell her too strongly, she could totally make my professional life a nightmare. And she totally would. As he thought, this situation requires a careful deliberation and subtly, not exactly your strong suits, Bryce. That's why I'm asking you, La. Not that you're much better, though. Maybe you should play along for a while, just to see what happens, and then once the time is right, you'll strike. And strike refers to what exactly? I'm not gonna indulge her in any way, shape, or form. Is this kind of situation gonna cause a huge uproar if I didn't include it in my memoir? Who's gonna read your memoir anyway? Well, I know one person at least. Stephen, what do you think I should do?
Tell her how you really feel.
You sure?
Well, if you string along with that would be dishonest, and she might even be more angry when she finds out the truth than if you just told her up front.
Good point.
That kind of makes me curious, though. How does dating work in this world, considering there are so many sentient species around? Is dating between different species encouraged? Maybe that's why Mira is so interested? Is there ever any crossbreeding? I'm sure these questions will go over well in this group. Crossbreeding, that's funny.
Well, there isn't any crossbreeding. It doesn't work like that. Besides, I thought you were into biology, so shouldn't you already know where hatchlings come from?
You are a completely different life from what we've seen before, so I didn't want to make any assumptions. There are plenty of interspecies couples, though, and what happens if those couples want to have a child? There are plenty of options, though usually it's either adoption or a child where one's parents is biologically related.
Amira totally wants to have my children, though.
Don't you want to be the father?
Heck no, I'm not ready for that. I wouldn't even know what to do with a hatchling. I'd probably end up breaking its neck by accident or something like that.
What about you, Stephen? What about me? Are you having the hots for anyone here, as Bryce would put it? To be honest, I have no idea what kind of relationship would be viewed where I come from. Since we only have one sentient species, I'm not even sure what sort of social norms we develop if that changed. Technically speaking, you dating one of us is no different than Amira dating Sebastian, for example. Okay, that got a little weird. Hey, I'm not getting between the beautiful thing Amira and Bryce have going on.
If you ask me, you can do whatever you like as long as you're here. Knock yourself out.
Well, I have noticed that Stephen has been making a lot of visits to the production facility. That could be for a number of reasons.
Yeah, I bet Stephen is meeting someone there. Oh, the only question is who?
I made a bet with Anna, that's all.
She's famous.
Did you know that? She's famous, did you know that?
You're playing with fire there, Stephen.
It's just a bet. Nothing to worry about.
A bet? By the way, I think the food should be ready by now.
Good catch. Slowly everyone shuffled towards fire and had their piece of food to eat. Bowls and paper plates were provided. Okay, when it was my turn, I hesitated since I could still feel the heat from the stones radiating.
Something the matter?
I think it might be too hot for me to handle.
Right, no scares. Let me get that for you. There you go.
Thanks. We resumed our positions in the circle, glowing.
around the glowing stones and waited for my meal to cool down while the others started eating.
Yep, crisp and smoky. Good job, Sebastian.
Don't mention it. It's really good though.
I'm not sure how you can eat that cheese stuff, Song. Are you going to make fun of my food choices again?
To be fair, we make fun of everyone and everything here.
I don't mind the cheese. You wouldn't mind eating the whole bedstones and everything on it as well. At least I try something different every once in a while. I do too. I think there are at least 5 different kinds of meats on this time around. Case in point.
The food remaining on the stone slowly disappeared as everyone got additional helpings. Soon, even the last piece was gone, and the silence started to set in as the banter slowly died down.
I think it's time for me to leave. What? Already?
Hey, the babysitter can only stay so long.
Oh, well.
Yeah, maybe I should also be heading off. You know, I'm starting early tomorrow.
Well, I guess we got all we came here for. What about you, Maverick? Looks like the party's over. Don't you all get lost in the dark now, don't you?
Of course. Until next year.
Thanks for inviting me, Bryce.
I suppose I should be heading off as well.
Oh, no you don't.
What are you talking about?
Well, they all live in the vicinity, but your apartment's on the other side of town. I'm not letting you go home alone at this hour. Reza has always operated during the night, and he may just be waiting for an opportunity like this.
What do you want me to do then?
You can sleep over at my place.
If you insist.
Damn, now everyone left without cleaning up. At least you're still here to help me.
Of course. We started cleaning up, putting everything together, but the amount of trash that was left by 5 people, it was clear that it would take a while.
Hey, do you want to know where I got these scars?
I don't... Okay, I want to say it in the same way.
Do you want to see where I got these scars from?
Sorry, I couldn't help making a Joker reference once he said that.
Hey, do you want to know where I got these scars from? I bet you're curious.
Go right ahead.
Guess I was right. You are curious. At least, they make me look intimidating at my job. No one's going to mess with the big, rugged chief of police. You probably think I got them from some crazy near-death experience, but that's only true from one of them. The other was a completely different story, though.
Well, we know he got most of the scars from, well, Maverick's brother.
Back when I
was a kid, some of my friends and I used to play outside and go adventuring together. We could go anywhere as long as it was close enough to town, woods, mountains, beaches. We loved to explore every one. We got fairly familiar with our surroundings. Then one day we heard from someone that there was a system of caves. Caves! That was something completely new for us. Of course we went out as soon as we could. We were all very excited. It wasn't a big cave system, not big enough to get lost in, but we still had much fun that day. So much, in fact, that I wanted to go back right away. The next day I called up a few friends, but they had a longer day of school than I did. Instead of waiting for them, I decided to go alone. Turns out going exploring on my own was a little less exciting than doing so with friends, but I still had a pretty good time, and just walking through a series of underground tunnels was quite an experience. Plus, since I was alone, I could take the time to explore every last nook and cranny I wanted to. Maybe that was my mistake. When I was in one of the right corners, the ground suddenly gave way and I fell about 5 meters into the cave below. Luckily, I didn't get any serious injuries from falls, but as I looked for another exit, an ominous realization set in. This cave had no entry or exit except for one I came in. There were a few holes, but I could never fit through any of them or make them bigger in any way. Even if I could, I didn't know what they would lead to. In the end, I had to climb out on my own, but as you can imagine, I wasn't exactly the best climber. Even so, I still got halfway before I lost grip and fell, cutting my muzzle on the edge of the rock in the process. It bled pretty badly, but at least I knew to put pressure on the wound. I couldn't try to climb out again, however, so I waited. Aw, it's a younger version of Bryce. I love how they put that artwork in there. It took several hours for anyone to even notice that I was missing. I must have been there for about 5 hours all alone before I heard footsteps above and a search party found me. Okay. Long story short, it turned out that besides the cave system we knew about, there was a much larger one right underneath. Those caves can only be entered with a guide now. I got this lovely reminder of the experience on my muzzle. I had plenty of time to think while I was down there, and later in life I often returned to that experience. At first it made me want to get stronger, but I realized that strength alone wouldn't have saved me. Our kind will probably never be able to climb much at all, but I can at least try to do better myself. I guess the whole experience also kind of explains why I'm building those stupid wooden models now. Feeling so helpless while I waited down there, it also made me realize I wanted to help others out. Having been saved by police sure did a lot to make me want to follow in the same path. Turns out I was also good enough to become their chief. Guess that's all the trash. Thanks for the help. I suppose I'll have to tell you about the second scar some other time. Let's head back now, shall we? Sure. We really should get some sleep, though. You can take the couch and I'll just sleep on the floor or something. Don't you have a bed? Oh, this is just a temporary arrangement. I wanted to be closer to work, and the new apartment wasn't ready yet, so I have to stay here for a while. I see. For all this time, I barely feel a thing, so it doesn't matter where I sleep. No need. No need to sleep on the floor. What do you mean? I am tempted to say the couch is big enough for both of us. Okay. It is, but I didn't know if you... Well, if you say so. Oh my goodness, why did I choose this choice? Well, there's your bed, Your Highness. Take care of the light. Oh god, There we go. Okay, I'm not reading this text because, well, it's not like you can take a layoff, except this is a blanket right here. Here. Is this okay if you sleep like this? Yeah. Well, good night. Good night, Bryce. This just ended up going into a whole what situation? Loss. Intuition. Superstition. All of the above. Okay, we're going to skip most of this. Tell Maverick. Ooh, interesting. I didn't know this. Wait. You stop for a few seconds and... What do you want from me? Do you have something against humans in general, or is it just Reza and me? Do you think you are superior to us because of your wings and teeth and claws, your fire? Or is it jealousy or projected hate? I know the first day I met you, you all hung up on people paying attention to us because we were human. I can assure you there's nothing about us to be jealous. Our world is a wasteland. He closed the door and turned to face me. You're really playing that innocent role, aren't you? Now you're offering yourself as a bargaining chip for Reza. At this rate, even I might start to believe that if I didn't have any reason not to. If I were with Reza, it would have been much easier to pull a gun on you and shoot you too. But I didn't even bring one when I came through the portal.
Plausible deniability, or as we like to say, good cop, bad cop. If Reza's plans fails, you and the rest of humanity can disavow Reza's actions and as his own, and still go through with the trade as agreed. And Reza would be dealt with, however. Yet, if Reza's plan succeeds, you will still have given us nothing, and still have gained what you've wanted.
If Reza got away, you'd still have me though.
If your world is a wasteland, don't you think losing is a price you would gladly pay?
Raffik's word made me think, did I really have the complete picture before I stepped through the portal? I guess that would have explained why I got the job in the first place.
Besides, Reza only stole things humanity wants, so he's clearly not doing it just for himself.
His actions only started after that confrontation with you. Maybe none of this was planned.
Don't be stupid. Do you think I have forgotten about the secret message he sent you?
I still don't even know what he would have told me if you didn't interrupt us. Okay, so most of this stuff is before we meet the administrator, so yeah. Okay.
But that's not the true message he sent before you came to the portal.
I don't think so.
Maybe those messages weren't intended for you then.
Maybe they weren't, you know.
What are you talking about?
I reached into my pocket. I still have that. I don't know how long it's been. I pulled out the wrinkled piece of paper and showed it to him. According to the test results, the humans and dragons show remarkable similarities for different species from different evolutionary lines and come from completely different worlds.
Why do you think I care about that? It wouldn't make a damn difference to me if other dragons came through the portal instead of humans. I was the only one who followed Reza and knew something was off, but all of my concerns were swept away in the wind. It was never about being humans. It was about my people not hearing pleas and the leniency they were willing to show you, all in the name of fostering diplomatic relationship. But you two came in here and strutted around like you own the places you tore my home apart. The blood of those who died on the hands of everyone allowed this to happen. If they had listened to me in the first place, maybe I have caught Reza that day I was wounded, and things would have looked very different now.
I agree.
Then why do you blame me for suspecting you?
All this time I've just been helping the police.
So have I. Maybe they'll finally catch Reza, and we'll see now how all this turns out.
It was more the other way around. She was the one who wanted to study my blood.
Suddenly, I'm not surprised that you had these tests done. She can be ruthless when she wants something. What did she do to get your blood?
She asked nicely for it.
She asked nicely. Nothing else in this world right now could be worth more than samples of your blood, and you just gave them to her? You know what? Maybe I was wrong. Even if humanity and Reza have cooked up a crazy plan, even if they were willing to sacrifice either you or their own gain, maybe you really have nothing to do with it. Maybe you were just clueless. It doesn't really matter, though. After all, you don't have anything to gain from me if I change my opinion of you. To me, proof is the only thing that really matters, so my feelings on the issue, not important. If you work with the police long enough, you just learn to take things as they are. Maybe with you, I'll have to admit that I was wrong. But I won't stop looking for those responsible for this. And if I find them, I'll show them no mercy.
If it's important to you, why don't you just watch it regardless?
Are you suggesting that I abandon my post during the fireworks?
No, you don't have to abandon your post, but if you pick a good spot and watch them for like half an hour or so, no one's going to care.
Yes, we might have just saved Sebastian. Ooh, this is good. Because if he's watching fireworks, he can't get shot by Reza. Ooh, I'm a genius. Genius I am. Okay. I'm not so sure about it. The guard post is pretty important. I know we're talking about the portal, but you don't need to take this seriously all the time. Just think about it. The portal was broken right now anyway, and if anybody will be busy watching the fireworks, nothing is going to happen. I suppose you have a point. Just pick a good spot, and no one is going to notice you're gone. Well, if you say so. Anyways, I should get back to the investigation now. I'll leave your stuff and I'll see ya. Goodbye, Sebastian. I just saved your life.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to end the video there, but don't worry, next part will be out tomorrow. I got you guys covered. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a good old thumbs up, subscribe for more of these videos, and I'll see each and every single one of you mates later.